Good day and welcome to another episode of Striker's Best Bets. Piere, we came very, very close last week, but we never got the bacon. I'm hoping that with our guest today, okay, we're going to get closer to the lolly.
Yeah, we obviously Ryan's a popular jockey, and he gets a couple of good rides every now and again. And obviously, we hope his input will guide us in the right direction. As you said last week, out one leg in a PA. Unfortunately, you go out one and it's all the money's gone. So we need to obviously build on a better PA, maybe adding more horses or buy pots, adding more horses.
Ron, welcome and thank you for being with us. It's an absolute pleasure to have you on our show.
Yeah, thanks, Stephen, Striker. Thank you guys for having me here. Hopefully, my input can help. Nothing's set in stone, but I got a few good mounts on the day, so let's see what we can conjure up.
Absolutely, and hence the fact that we got you on, because we believe that your mounts will shape on the day on Saturday. I think let's get straight into the second race. That's we're doing Turffontein. It's a double header on Saturday. Durbanville and Turffontein. Striker's chosen Turffontein as the podcast today. He obviously knows Joburg racing a little bit better than the rest of the country, and let's hope we can make some money. So in the second race, they're betting like this, as follows: 17.5 to 20, 8.5 to 10, Prayers and Promises, 22 to 10, Sherlock Holmes, 6 to 1, I can't even say this, EF Tien Joe.
I was going to ask you the same.
Yeah, very hard, Piere. 13 to 2, number 3, Dear Doc, and 22 to 1 and Better the Balance. I think, Piere, let's ask Ryan to go because he's obviously riding the hot pot favorite on the day or in the race. And it'll be great to get his views.
Well, yeah, I really like the horse quite a lot. He showed a very good performance on his debut. The 1,000 was probably a bit short for him as well, but it was a small field, so he would have learned a lot from that race as well. And yeah, I definitely make him the horse to beat. I don't know what else to really say, because in black and white, he looks the right horse. His 400 to finish was 22 flat. He should appreciate the 1160. There's a lot of things pointing in his favor.
Now that's good to know. Thanks, Ryan. Piere?
Yeah, I mean, this is a juvenile race, so you don't really know which horses can improve a lot. But Ryan's ride number 7 has got the best form currently. Even when I went onto form grids, the form is fairly strong. Natural improvement, small field. So I'm going to bank him in a buy pot.
Yeah. So I do know that this horse Sherlock Holmes is a very, very, very nice horse, and like the birds were out, even though it drifted. Like the birds were out first time out, and I do know that this is a very, very nice horse, and I think there's only one horse to beat in the race, Ryan, and I think that's Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, it's with, like Striker says, with juveniles, it all depends on how they jump from race 1 to race 2, and they're also very unexposed. But on going on what I know, I think my horse, if I could pick a horse to ride, I would pick my horse, and I'm going to go with it.
Yeah, it also looks like they're on form, so I think it'll also go close. Okay, let's move on to race 3. So the first leg of the place accumulator. They are betting 14 to 10, number 5, Miss Fantastic. 28 to 10, number 8, Traditional Belief. 5 to 1, number 1, Detailed Forecast. 13 to 2, number 10, Whisper in the Willows. 7 to 1, number 7, Purple Rain. And 14 to 1 and Better. Piere, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'm looking at this field, and I know there's some lightly raced horses and unraced horses, but it's not a outstanding. I'm talking about the form. Doesn't stand out. Normally, I'd like to try and find a banker in this type of small field, but I'm going to include number 5, the favorite, Miss Fantastic, and number 8, Traditional Belief, just because they both finished in the money and close up last time out, have more scope for improvement as a lightly race. Nothing on form, I can't say I'm confident in anything, but I'm going to put both in.
Ryan?
Yeah, Striker hit the nail on the head. On paper, it looks like those two, there's not a lot of collateral form against each other. So, yeah, I would say those two. My first timer, she's very well bred, but I'll be honest, I don't know the horse. So I'm just hoping it's one of those where you get there and, the horse shows up on the day. But if I'm going to go on form, I'll have to go with my stable companion and number 8.
So there was another winner out of this form line, out of the Whisper in the Willow form line on Tuesday, behind Veritino's champ. So okay, this form line is starting to prove quite strong. So that's the only other horse that I would include, purely because there was another winner out of that form line on Tuesday. Guys, I know that Ryan has got a ride today, so we've got to go through this as quick as possible. Going to race 4, where they're betting 5-2, number 3, Taskmaster, and number 8, Warning Light. 28-10, number 4, Scorpio, Ryan's Ride. 11-2, number 1, Sky Pilot. 6-1, number 2, Stokesy. And you can write the ticket about the rest, your own ticket about the rest. Ryan, you want to go first?
Yeah, well, I'll start on with my ride. Scorpio, he's got a lot of ability, but he's a very difficult horse. He's not straightforward. He's challenging, but he does have ability in him. So I would definitely suggest he can run in the first 3 for sure. But I couldn't put my neck on the line and banker him. But if you want, I would say go with him and Taskmaster. If you're going in a PA, I can't see one of those two missing the first 3.
Yeah, Ryan, I think you got a spot on. I also went for the 3 and the 4, Taskmaster, and you're right, Scorpio. Scorpio, what I've seen, lots of issues, breathing noise, whatever. So it's very difficult to banker him. But his form's strong enough to put him in the play, and hopefully behaves on a day and everything works out. I would just sort of take note of number 8, Horny Light, who is the stable companion to the favorite, and the fact that Gavin Larina's on it, maybe saying something. Maybe he's worked at a track. I mean, I know he's well bred. Give Me the Green Light by Siren School. The filly almost won a Triple Crown, but she went over much further. So I think take note of the betting on number 8. Otherwise, the 3 and the 4.
Right, I tend to agree with both of you. Let's move on to race 5, where they're betting 3-1, number 9, Sunderland, or Sutherland, should I say. 4-1, number 7, It's Personal. 6-1, number 8, Paul Revere. 8-1, number 6, Bristol Hercules. 8-1, number 13, Prince of Kildare, and 10-1, and better the rest. Piere?
Righty, this is a 1400-meter race, and it's right on the bend. Like also that are drawn well. My first choice is number 9, Sutherland, who won last time out quite comfortably. If you remember, I did tip him last time.
Yes, you did.
Drawn 1 again. I'm going to go with him again, even though I got a fairly big penalty. And then I found a little roughy. I think you can put quite a couple of other horses in if you want to go wider. But I think, if you eliminate the bad draws and say like a horse like Tax Haven's drawn well, but I think it's too short for him. All of a sudden, you're left with, you can cut down on his field. But my horse that I'm going to put in is number 4, Sunset Riot. I just like the fact that finished close to Paul Revere last time out. He's now better off at the weights, and he's any price. Number 4, Sunset Riot. Is he any price, Steven?
It's 10-1, Piere.
10
It's a
to
nice
1.
price.
Yeah. So those
Your
are my
opinion, Ryan?
Yeah, my first choice would have been Sutherland. Draw 1, 1400. He's a 5-year-old, but he's got very low mileage on the clock, you know. So, yeah, I would think his rating might still be below what it could be, and also he's half brother to that good horse Mr. Terry used to train, Thunderstruck. So very well bred. And yeah, it's like Striker says, the draws are so important. My horse Richard the First, very big chance, but from draw 11, you're either going to use petrol to get into a good position, or you got to give the field 5-6 lengths to make up. So I'm just going to have to, you know, ride the race from there. But I definitely think Sutherland is the horse to beat in this race.
Yeah, I also like Sutherland, and Piere did the bit, and I think our viewers actually listened to him because they backed it from 8.5 to 1 to 16-10.
Yeah, he
That's the
jumped
last
away
time.
from it that day, remember?
Jeez.
Yeah, he did. He did. And that's the advantage, Mr. Strydom, of having you and Ryan on the show, because we want our punters to win. So by you giving, by both of you giving insight into racing, it actually gives them, what's the word I'm looking for? More ammunition.
Yeah.
To actually fire with, more confidence, in my opinion.
True.
Let's move on to race 6. Very open race. They're betting 3-1, number 1, Peregrine Falcon. 33-10, number 2, Mocha Frappe. 9-2, number 7, Oklahoma Smoke Show. 5-1, number 9, Vava Vegas. 7-1, number 11, Commander of All. And 10s and better the rest. Ronnie, do you want to go first?
Yeah, this field, I think it's golden. That good draw of Peregrine Falcon is golden. You know, draw 2 got Rachel, who's riding well and got the allowance on the back to get the weight down. I think that's the right horse in the race. Looking further than that, you're gonna probably have to go wide. But yeah, I think Peregrine Falcon is the right horse here. There's a few other horses with form, but they seem to either want to go further or maybe an awkward draw. But yeah, I would just go Peregrine Falcon here.
Yeah, I
Perfect,
think
Piere.
Ryan's got a spot on you. I was going to bank number 1 Peregrine Falcon, just because it's drawn 2. Rachel Vinegar claims 1.5. That's another length and a half advantage. And everything should work out in Peregrine Falcon's favor. My concern is, though, I studied the form on form grids, and there's not a lot of good collateral form line. And for that reason, I'm got a little bit scared. I'm going to include number 7, Oklahoma Smoke Show, because it's also drawn 1 and claiming 4. So, but because of the form not being that strong, and that's the same collateral form line, I've decided to add one more in number 10, Lapis Lazuli. Fairly good draw of 6. 1 last time out. Because of the weak field, I'm including Lapis Lazuli.
And isn't it amazing that Phyllis Suddenly is riding out of his skin? I'm really happy for him. He's gaining confidence, meeting by meeting, and it's just great to see these guys doing so well. I also make it. I make it Peregrine Falcon and Oklahoma Smoke Show. Okay, with a little bit of a chance to draw a score, Mocha Frappe, purely because he's also drawn 3, and that's important over the 1400 at Turffontein. Let's move on to race 7. They are betting 19-10, number 6, Olivia's Way. 22-10, number 1, Fire Attack. 9-2, number 2, The Ultimate King. 5-1, number 7, Willie Mead again. 7-1, number 3, Bus Stop and Hounslow. 15-2, number 4, Pioneer Square. And 25-1 and better the rest. Who's going first?
Well, I can start off here, riding the favorite. So Olivia's Way, I've managed to get on her at work. A lovely filly. You know, she hasn't run. She hasn't run those good races by mistake. You know, she's a good filly. That run in the Summer Cup was huge. Her last run might have been, you know, I don't know what happened there, but it was still a pretty decent run. With the weight, she's quite well in. It's just obviously Fire Attack is a grade 1 winner weight for age conditions, so that's obviously the biggest fear. But yeah, he's come back from Cape Town. You never know how he's traveled. I like my chances here in this sort of race.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ryan, I'm going with you. Yeah, Matty, whether you win or lose, I'm with you.
Judge strikes.
You are well handicapped, Oliver's way. The filly's been running here in Johannesburg, and as you mentioned, Fire Attack ran in Cape Town in the big races, but has had to come back to Joburg. How well um, is it up to its best fitness? Because I mean, remember, it had to travel and travel back. So
Exactly. It's not been. It hasn't been a good. How can I say, like, it's been a interrupted program.
yeah, it's almost like this is probably going to be like a stepping stone for other bigger races. So this is also not a handicap; it's a set weights, and the two big
Yes.
handicapped horses are Olivia's Way and Fire Attack. But because of Fire Attack's traveling up and down to Cape Town and back, Olivia's Way is my first choice. I'm going to take my chances and bank Olivia's Way.
Yeah, I tend to agree with both of you. It's not ideal that that obviously Fire Attack has been to Cape Town and back, and at the weights, I think she's very, very well in. I can tell you that if you go back and watch the last run of the Ultimate King, Muzi got into all the trouble in the world, and he should have finished way, 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 way closer than what he did last time. So if there's anything else that I'd be putting in, I would be putting in the Ultimate King.
I'm just asking, like, so Ryan, for instance, this type of race, your filly comes from sort of a little bit back of the field. It's not a big field, so you should be more in touch than the rest of the field, especially if there's a bit of pace. So you could have the run of a race.
Exactly. There's 3 horses that can potentially lead. You know, they're gonna go. I'm sure in the first 200, 400 meters they're gonna go along because everyone's gonna want to play. So the worst spot I'll be sitting is 7th, and that will suit her down to the ground. I think a lot of things are pointing at her in this sort of race.
Yeah.
I agree with you, Ron. Let's move on to race 8, where they're betting. This is very, very open. 5-1, number 6, Night Bomber. 5-1, number 8, The Specialist. 11-2, number 5, Give Me the Good Life. 7-1, number 1, Slinky Mapimpi. 8-1, number 2, Jerusalem Rain. And number 3, Palace Prince. And 4 and 7, Frozen Fantasy and Black Egret. And 10-1 and better the rest. This is very, very open, guys.
Yeah. What a difficult race. I've sort of tried to work out, obviously, collateral form lines. I've taken draws into account because I would rather be drawn on the outside of Turffontein. And I've cut it down to 3 horses. I've gone with number 2, Jerusalem Rain, which is actually, I think, 10-1. I think she's run against. Actually, he's run against some decent horses, especially in Cape Town. So had 2 runs here in Gauteng, and should be cherry ripe for a good run now. And last time it was drawn 1 out of 13 runners, so it was drawn right on the inside. I think Jerusalem Rain is going to give you a good run. Then I've gone with the favorite, number 6, Night Bomber, and I've gone with number 7, Black Egret. Why I like Black Egret? He's quite a huge horse. He's a big horse, and he came off a rest. He's had 2 runs now, and I think this could be the race for him. Third run from a long break, drawn on the right side of the course. Rachel Venneker claiming 1.5. So my 3 picks are 2, 6, and 7.
Now, Ryan, you haven't got a ride in the race.
You know, You know what's strange? What's funny about this race, Stephen? I've ridden 7 of these 11 horses in a race, and the horse I was gonna pick was the one coincidentally Striker picked, Jerusalem Rain. I'd rode him in his debut, and geez, we thought he would win first time out by a street, and he just got touched off. Then he won, and he ran second in a Grade 1. He actually ended up being a decent horse, but then he had nearly a 2-year layoff, I see, and it's now his third run after a rest. Last time he ran fourth. The horse that ran third was William Robertson, who's a computer form sprint winner. The horse that ran fifth is Pistol Pete, who went to run in the Merchants in Cape Town. Now you compare those horses to this field, and his third run after a rest at 10-1. I'm not going to say banker, but geez, 10-1
Well
is
spotted. Value bet.
yeah, value bet. I would put that as my value bet.
bet.
You know, if you're looking for, Mr. Honest Guy is Night Bomber. He always genuinely runs a good race. He's always there and thereabouts. But yeah, I was actually going to go with number 2 as well, strangely enough.
Guys, get on. Both of them have told you to have a little bet at that price. Very good price. 10-1 at Will Sports Betting. But very, very open. Very, very open race. Let's move on to the last. Another open race, in my opinion. They're betting 33-10. Number 1, Captain Selby. 4-1, number 9, Space Mission. 5-1, number 3, Longsword. 6-1, number 2, Night Tiger. 9-1, number 6, Ready Set Fire. And 10-1 for these.
All right, I'll have a go first. I would say in this race for the pick 6 field, because it's so open, nothing stands out. I mean, Captain Salvage, a 3-year-old, can improve. The second favorite, only won its maiden last time, number 9, Space Mission, can improve. But I found other horses, and for that reason, I think go in the field in the pick 6. But I would definitely put the one in, Captain Salvi. Other horse, another roughie I found is number 4, Prize Platinum. I know it ran the shocker last time, but before that was quite close up. I like the draw this time. And then I've included the 10 Sunset Warriors, also 3-year-old, drawn on the right side, and 11 Spy Story. I mean, I'm completely opposite to the betting here, so I think that just tells you how open this race is. Go for as many as you can.
Right?
Yeah, like Striker says, this looks like a field race. A lot of these horses have justifications why they can win. And the problem is the ones that are off form, you look 2 runs back, they've beaten something else that's in this race.
Yeah.
But the obvious pick will be Captain Salvi, is the favorite. His form is the best. Hometown advantage. It's just like Striker says, 3-year-old giving a lot of weight is going to be tough, but I think he's the horse to beat. My ride, Longsword, I've only ridden him once, and I won on him, and that was this time last year. So, hopefully he can reproduce that. He's one of those that is always there and thereabout. And then another horse that you can't leave out is a horse like Ready, Set, Fire. If you look earlier form, third to Fire Attack, second to Chocolate Soldier, then he won by 5 lengths. He's run with some right horses. Check, if you look there, you'll see Constellation, Trajanus. And then last time out, they put the tongue tie on him. Money came for him. He ran a good 4th. And geez, Fani's stable is on fire at the moment. So yeah,
absolute fire.
My lurker would be Ready, Set, Fire. I would definitely put Longsword in my pick 6. And yeah, the horse that looks like the right one on paper would have to be Captain Salvi. But like Striker says, if you're a pick 6 player, you're going to have to go wide, yeah.
So just a bit of FYI, this horse, Captain Selby, ran behind its stable companion, Play With the Wind, last time. Play With the Wind is running in the last race today, over 1450. I know this is the sprint on Saturday, but let's see how that form line works out. There's been no winners from that form line as it stands, but it'll be interesting to see how Play With the Wind runs today. If it runs close or wins, it's only going to make this form stronger. So I believe that both of you guys played golf yesterday. Who got the cash, Ryan?
I got the cash, but Striker was sneaky. I had to pay for lunch the first 9, and the guy ordered a buffet. I couldn't believe it.
That's like listen. I spent 10 days in Cape Town with him over the World Sports Betting Met period, and he put me to bed. I mean, he put me in a box. I
It
mean,
was
the
the
man
best
doesn't
week.
stop eating. He stopped riding, and he's now got
What?
a new hobby. It's called eating.
Yeah, that's why the stomach. I've got a one pack.
He's making up for lost time.
Piere, you got to give us a chance, brother. Slow down a little bit.
You know what? I'm living the life now.
Enjoy it. You deserve it. Okay, you're not one of the best jockeys in the world for nothing. You've worked hard all your life. So it's your time to shine now and enjoy every last minute of it. Last minute of it.
Thank you very much.
Hats off to you, Striker.
So much
hats off to you.
Thank you, Ryan. All the best,
thank you so much for your time, guys.
No, thank you. It was only a pleasure.
And be safe today out there, Ryan.
Thanks, Stephen. Thanks, Striker.
All the best, boy. Keep well.
Cool. Cheers, guys.
All the best, guys.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.